Good evening, guys. Good evening, all. Good evening, Sarona. Good evening, Nitya. Good evening, Shrutika. Good evening, all. Okay. Shall we start today's session? Yes. I think I see people. A few more people are joining. We'll wait for 5 more minutes. Okay, and we'll just jump into the topics. And today we are going to discuss about animations today. Uh, no, we'll just try to talk what is animations, what sort of things we can do with animations using CSS. So this is going to be an advanced topic in CSS. Animations comes in the CSS 3 topics. Okay, it is going to be very interesting, as well as we can do some extra things, lot of things. Okay, using this animations. What are all the different type of things which we're gonna do? I'll try to explain all those things. You can just sit back and relax, and you can enjoy the web. And also today we are wrapping up with HTML and CSS. From tomorrow we are going to jump into Bootstrap. Okay, Bootstrap. From Bootstrap we can keep moving. And Bootstrap is also very interesting. You'll comes to know how this Bootstrap is going to be, how this Bootstrap is making our effort, how it is going to save our time, and what are all the different sort of techniques we have in Bootstrap, and all those things we're gonna discuss from tomorrow. And for today we are enjoy our CSS animations. Yes. Okay. Okay. We'll start our today's session by I'm gonna open our folder. We're gonna open our folder. It's the time like 7 o'clock. 7 in the sense it should be our folder now. Demo. Oh, the demo is our folder. So I just gonna select it. Select folder, and we are back into our thing. Now we are talking about animations. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna create a new file. New file. Inside this, what I'm gonna do is add a. I'm gonna say this as animations. Okay, A N I. Oh, caps lock is on. Animations. Animations dot. First, we'll try to talk about transforms, transitions, transforms. Okay, transform. Okay, transform dot html. These are all the different types we have in animations. Okay, first we'll try to talk concepts for the day. Okay, first I'm gonna give some doc type. I mean the basic syntax. Doc type html. Now I'm gonna have html. Inside our html we have like head tag. See, by individually this we call it as nodes. Like when it comes to DOM, if you are talking when we are into DOM, we call this each and every tag as node. Okay, now you don't mess with it. Okay, just I was letting you know. Now this is transforms. Yes, FORMS transforms in CSS. CSS transforms. And next we'll jump into our body. We have our body here. Okay, when it comes to body, what we are, first before jumping into body, we'll try to see what is this animations. See, when it comes to animations, we are not like doing any movie animations here. It is going to be some set of limitations it is going to hold. Okay, up to that level only we are going to do these animations. We are into web, we can do many things using these animations, but not sort of movie animations or any graphics, that sort of thing. But according to the web, we are going to create some set of animations. Okay, what are all the different things we have? Like we are not going to dive deep into it. We are going to like just have an overview it. If you are jumping dive deep into it, it is going to be a big thing then. Okay, transform. Okay, what are all the different things we have? I just want to comment this. Inside this, I'm gonna add. Firstly, we have what are all the things we are concepts for the today. What are all the things which we are going to discuss? If you try to check concepts for the day, we have transform, transition, and animation. Transform, transition, and animation we have. Okay, these are all the three different things which we have in our animations. Okay, we'll we'll go into it step by step. First, we'll going to do see what is this transform is going to do, what is this transition is going to do, what is this animations is going to do. Okay, why we need these animations? Firstly, this all comes into like some set of animations, but why we need this? When it comes to animations, why we need this? Okay, to get the user attentions. Okay, to get absolutely it is going to get user attentions. Okay, see, if you try to check, there is an arrow mark which is blinking. What it is doing it here? Okay, it is grabbing the attention. Okay, and also what is this mouse pointer is going to do? When I was moving it, it is grabbing our attention. Okay, it is nothing but grabbing some attention. The same thing, whatever it is going to. So see, this slider is also why we need this slider. Okay, to attract the users. Okay, in the same way, that is why we are this animations comes into picture. Okay, we need our clients to stay into our website. Okay, see, if the users are not staying in your website. Okay, if the users came into the website and those people are not enjoying your website or not staying for a long time, if they are closing immediately, that indicates your website is a bad website and Google is going to give you a bad ranking to it. So that should not be the case, and that should not be the scenario. Okay, so in that sort of cases, what are all the things we are going to do? See, when we have we should not like have complete text or complete images. See, we if we have the combination of both text as well as images, then people feel comfortable. If we are completely adding the content, how much quality content if you are going to deliver, also if you are completely into content, no one is going to show interest. They are going to show interest for a certain amount of time. Okay, once see, think for example Wikipedia pages. Okay, are the people going to study each and every detail of Wikipedia page? I think most max of like 4 lines they want to study. Then YouTube, anything. Okay, Facebook, Instagram, people spend hours on it. Okay, what, why exactly, how exactly is they are doing that? Because they are maintaining, they are engaging the customers, engaging the clients. Okay, they are maintaining their UI. Okay, to grab the users. Okay, that is what that in the for that sort of things animation comes into picture. Okay, to grab some set of attention, animation comes into picture. Next, and also to improve the user experience. Okay, to grab the attention as well as to improve the users experience. Okay, that is like a few points I can say for why we are for using these animations. Next, we'll just try to jump into it all together. Where is this? All together, these three: transform, transition, and animation. All together, we call it as I mean, all together we have we call it as animations. Okay. Now we'll try to write some code, and for that I'll try to explain what are all the properties we have internally for each and every property. Okay. For that, what I gonna do? I gonna create a small division. Okay. I gonna add a few properties for it. Div. I created div. Inside this div, I'm gonna add some content here, HTML, and I'm gonna copy it a few more times. Okay, or else I can like give a mean stack, man stack. Okay, let it be HTML, and I'm gonna copy paste it. A few more times. Let's set CSS and JavaScript, Bootstrap and JavaScript. Bootstrap and JavaScript. Okay. Now I'm gonna say this. Okay. Now if you try to check our output, open in browser. See what do we have here? We have our HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript here. Like by default, we haven't added anything here, so it is going to be by default this way. For this, I'm gonna add some few properties to it. I'm gonna add styles to it. Style. We have a style tag. Oh, whoa. Okay, inside this style tag I'm gonna add for my div, what I'm gonna add, I'm gonna add some styles for it. Of border 1px solid, I'm gonna give some red or anything, any sort of color, green. I'm gonna save and reload. See, this is how I have, but again I'm gonna give some padding for it. I'm gonna give some padding of some set of 20 to 30 px, and the next I'm gonna give margin bottom, so that it is not going to give. See, if you try to say this, Control S, and if you try to reload the page, we have this, and we need some space for this. Okay, for that I'm gonna use margin bottom, margin. For margin bottom I'm gonna give some 10 px or anything, 10 px. Okay, fine. I'll reduce the padding to 20 px, and I have reloaded my page. You can see all our elements, HTML elements, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. We have all these three. Okay, now firstly we are talking about transform properties. How we are going to write this transform properties? Let's start writing it. See, for my div, what are all the things we have? We have 4 children, I mean 4 divisions, out of which I want to write only for my first child. For that I was using my pseudo selectors. First child. Okay, sorry, first child, I'm gonna write my styles here. For my division first child, I'm gonna use transform. Transform, ANSFORM, transform of translate. See, when it comes to transform, firstly we are talking about transform. What is this transform is going to do? Okay, transform, for this transform, what are all the different properties we have? We have translate. What is this translate is going to do? Okay, when it comes to this translate, I'm gonna pass some values to it. Okay, what are all the values? I'm gonna pass 0 or 100 px and 200 px. Okay, now I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna reload this. What exactly is happening here? If you try to check, see, you can like pass any values, like it is going to be x and y directions. Okay, x, it is going to move to 100 px. From here on, from left it is going to take 100 px, and from the top it is going to take 200 pixels. If you're gonna like increase it, okay, I'm gonna increase this 300, and I'm gonna see here it is there. See, the same thing, the positions is also going to do, right? Positions also does the same thing, but what is the difference, where the difference comes into the picture? If you want to understand that, in transition, the next properties you will comes to know why we are using this. On doing something, we are going to use these properties. Okay, in that sort of areas, this transform is going to help us. And also see, it is on, we can pass two values like x and y directions. X is going to be from on the left, and y is going to be from the top. Okay, next we have this translate. Next, what we have a few more properties like scale, skew. I'm gonna add it here. First we have transform, transform. Transform. Next, inside this transform, sorry, translate. We have the first one is translate. Okay, we have translate. Next we have scale. Okay, we have scale, and also we have skew, SKW, skew. Now I'm gonna say this. Now translate. We talked about translate, right? Next we are going to talk about scale. What is this scale is going to do? Now I just gonna copy this and I'm gonna paste it. I mean, not paste it. I'll just try to write it this again.
So previously it is completely test approach. Okay. So now you want to go image approach only, right? So I can go with this complete image. So
Okay, for my second child, what I'm gonna do for my I'm gonna use the same how we are going to write for my second child, nth child. Okay, nth child of 2 for my second child, so that I'm gonna write the second property, transform, transform, transform. Next, for this transform, I'm gonna write scale. Okay, when it comes to scale, how it is going to do scale of, I'm gonna add my properties 1.2 and comma. Here also you can have two properties 1.2 and 1.4. Now what it is going to do, see, when it comes to the scale is like it is going to be very sensitive in the sense we are not going to, we are going to play with a little minor points. Okay, we are not going to have major points. Okay, like see, for point 2 also, see, for my x I'm gonna pass okay, for my x I'm gonna increase my value. See, I'm gonna pass my 5 1.5. If you try to check, see, where is this, it has increased. See where it has gone. See, when it comes to this second child, in a sense, what we are second child, CSS, where is this CSS? You can't even see CSS. For this property we have used HTML, right? So let this be, I just gonna comment this. Okay, for the first child, and you are talking about like HTML is fine here. Now when it comes to CSS is not present here. What exactly is happening here? See, when it comes to, we are passing, when it comes to scale property, we need to pass very less values, like 1.2 we are passing. Okay, it is going to be enlarge on x and y directions. Okay, the first value is going to be x value and the second value is going to be y value. Okay, what is this x value is going to do and what is this y value is going to do? See, 1 value is nothing but it is going to be 100%. 1.2 in the sense 120%. It is going to see 100%. It is going to be normal. When it comes to 120%, the width is going to increase. The width and height is going to increase. See, 1.4 in the sense the height is also going to increase. Okay, in that sort of area you need to like take care of it. See, 1.1 I have given. I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna reload this. See, even though now we can't see it. Now for this also I'm gonna give 1.1. Let's see if it is like okay or not. See, now it is okay, but even though the css has been like disappeared here. Now I gonna for x and y, for x I gonna give 1. Okay, now if you try to check, see, now you can have this, you can see this css. Now if I gonna increase this y value 1.4, see, it has been enlarged. Okay, in this way it is going to happen. Okay, so when you are playing with a scale property, be cautious, and for that, in what sort of areas you are going to use this, I'm going to show you some real life examples. Real examples. See, here you see, here you might have used this. You can use the we have used the scale property here. What is the scale property is going to do? See, it is going to enlarge it, okay, on the x and y directions. On hover of it, it is going to enlarge it. See, and also the transition is very smooth. Okay, when it comes to the normal on hover, you can do this, you can change the color, you can add, you can change the height and width, you can do all sort of things. But this slow animations is not going to happen here. Okay, for all these sort of things you need to use this animations. That is where this animations comes into picture. Okay, I'll try to see what they have used here. I'll try to show you how to see as well as how they have used. For this on hover, right? On hover, so what I'm gonna do for my whole row, not to my whole row, for this div, I'm gonna check my hover element, what they have applied for my hover. I'm gonna check hover, and if you try to check, okay, it is not applying. So I'm gonna check for this element. For this hover, yeah, now it is highlighted. So this is the property which they have applied it. See, here they have used the scale. See, transform of scale of 1.1. See, it is not going to do anything now. Okay, because I have checked. Okay, here this is how they have used the transform property. Okay, in the same way it is going to happen. See, they have used transform scale property. Understood? Next we'll try to talk about this skew. What is this skew is going to do, and also we have rotate as well. Okay, I'll try to explain what is this, how is this skew is going to do. Okay, for my third child, we have our div here, and for my nth child of 3, right? Oh, it gets skipped. Okay, yeah, again. Okay, now I'm gonna add the same transform property to it. For this transform, I'm gonna add a skew property. Skew, what is this skew is going to do? Let's see what is this skew is going to do. But when it comes to skew, we are going to pass the values in degrees. Okay, whatever the degrees it is going to be. Okay, 2 degrees, and the second one is going to be 5 degrees. Okay, now I'm gonna save this, and I'll try to reload our page. For a third child, transform skew 2 degrees and 5 degrees. Yes, now I'm gonna reload this. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is, first I'll just comment this second one. For this I'll try to reload. Now everything is into places. Now I'm gonna add this for hover property. Hover. Okay, how we are going to give your hover? Using semicolon. Now we're gonna reload it. Now by default it is going to be like this. Okay, on hover of it, the same thing they have used in our real time. In this particular area they have used this. And also what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give some color to it. Color, oh sorry, they have used background color, so I'm gonna use some background color to it. Background color of light or yellow color. I have used yellow color here. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna reload this. See, on hover of it, it is increasing its scale as well as it is having the background of yellow color. Understood? Next, what I'm gonna do now, we are going to talk about skew. What is this skew is going to do is, it is going to rotate your element on both the directions. See, it is going to rotate. See, bootstrap. Now you try to check this bootstrap. Now what I'm gonna do is, I just gonna comment this both. Okay, Control Z. I just gonna comment these both. Okay, Now it is going to be by default. We are talking about the third child, which is Bootstrap. Okay, now if you try to check what exactly is happening here, if I inspect here, okay, Bootstrap, we have Bootstrap here, and you can see your skew properties here. Okay, now what is this skew? How is this skew is going to rotate? You try to understand. I'm gonna explain you this. You just try to concentrate on this. Okay, when it comes to here, we have passed in degrees. Okay, it is going to see. Think that you are holding a card. Okay, a playing card. In holding your card, and you are going to rotate in both the directions. Okay, either I mean x directions as well as by both the y directions. Okay, that is what if you I mean imagine that. Okay, you can easily relate it to here. Now I'll try to show how it is going to rotate. See here, this we have this. Okay, you can also use this. See, where is this? Yeah, see, I'm clicking on this. See it, if you try to check, see how it is rotating. See, you can see it. I'm gonna add some color to it so that you can see better. For this, I'm gonna add some background color of light blue color. Okay, I'm gonna save and reload. So this is how we have. Okay, now you can see the difference. See how it is rotating. See, it is like rotating in x direction. Now we are going to rotate y direction. See, in both the directions. If you imagine it holding a card, okay, you if you try to observe this Bootstrap text also, you can easily understand it. See how it is rotating, how it is flipping in the card. This is for y directions. Okay, keeping this as center point, it is going to rotate. See, it is going to do all sort of things. Okay, next, when it comes to the x-axis, it is going to rotate, flip. See, understood? You can do all sort of activities here. Okay, here you can check it, and whatever it is suitable to it, here there you can copy it and paste it in your output. Okay, now I just gonna reload the page, and that is how this queue property is going to happen. Okay, next we have the last child. What is the last child? We have JavaScript. For that, I'm gonna add one more property called as rotate. What is this rotate is going to do? Okay, this queue is also rotating, right? But this rotate is going to be something different. Okay, but that is going to rotate in both the directions. But when it comes to this rotate, it is not the same. I just for these both also, I just gonna comment this. Okay, now on my this is my last child, right? So I don't need this nth child, so we're gonna use last child. For my last child, I'm gonna say this. When it comes to this transform, we have a property rotate. I'm just gonna remove these. I'm gonna save this. Okay, now we're gonna reload this. Okay, we have given background color for this also, the light blue color. Okay, now we haven't added any rotate property. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add some degrees. This is also going to be inside degrees, DEG. Okay, now we should try to save this and reload this. See what exactly is happening. 90 degrees it has rotated. Okay, just gonna close this. See, 90 degrees it has been rotating. Okay, now if you like 40, anything, any sort of whatever the degrees it is going to be, you can have it. Oh, it is not okay. This is, yeah. Okay, 40 degrees it has been rotated. Now we'll try to check this. Okay, how it is going to rotate? It is not going to rotate in y directions. It is going to like only rotate how it is. As it is going to rotate. See here. See here. As it is, from that particular position, it is going to rotate. It is not going to increase its height or width, any sort of thing. It is not going to do any sort of flip. It is just going to rotate as it is. However it is just going to rotate. Okay, like a coin. Okay, it is just going to rotate as it is. See, it can also have this in negative values as well. See, it is going to be rotating. Okay, and next is what we have. See, for example, for this rotate is here we have used somewhere here. For this contact, this is also using the property rotate. If you try to inspect it, inspect. For this particular division we are talking about, for this division, see they have used transform rotate here. See, here they have used minus 90 degrees. Okay, see, I'm gonna rotate this positive. He see on the contact it is like rotating. That is how this is the real time where they have used this rotate property. Okay, now that is it. Like these are all about transform properties. Understood? Control. Okay, this we have like for our rotate properties. Next where we are. For this I'm gonna like add for hover property. On hover, how it is going to be HO here, and I'm gonna save this. Now I'm gonna reload this. See, on hover of it, what it is doing, you can do all sort of things. Okay, but for now just let it be. Okay, and I'm gonna comment this. Now everything is fine, everything is into places. Now we'll try to talk about, now we have talked about like this, what is it all, like transform. These are all the things about transform. Okay, if you just try to remember these sort of things, translate, skew. Inside this transform we have four properties. What are the four properties we have? Translate, scale, skew, and rotate. Okay, if you try to remember this way, what is this translate is going to do? It is if you try to remember this way, you can easily remember it. Okay, don't try to by heart it, or don't try to like do some sort of things. If you just understand the syntax, then wherever you go you can easily understand. Whatever the code you see, you can easily understand. If you are not like if you are not remembering the syntax, you can like just Google it. See, Google is always available. Okay, you can just but you should know how exactly, what exactly is happening. Without knowing, if you are copying the syntax, there is no use, because if you need to customize it, if you want to change something new, you need to add new features of yours. Then if you don't know where to change and what to do, what exactly this property, each and every property is doing, then it is going to be a little bit tough. So you need to know the syntax. Okay, and next now we'll try to talk about this transition. What is this transition is going to do? Now I'm gonna create a new file for this. I just gonna copy the same code of Control A, Control C, and I'm gonna paste it here, Control V. Now what are all the unnecessary things? I'll just try to remove it from here. Okay, I'm gonna remove all the styles, and when it comes to transform, let these properties be here. Okay, I have removed everything, and transition in CSS, transition in CSS, Control save. I'm gonna save this as transition, TRANSITIO, and transition in CSS dot HTML. Okay, I have saved this. Okay, now what am I going to do? Okay, now we need something here to do, right? So for that I'm gonna add one single div. Okay, for this div I'll add some properties to it. What is this we are talking? Transition, SITIO, and transition using CSS. Okay, what is this transition using CSS? Okay, if you try to check now I'm gonna save this, and we're gonna write from some, I'm gonna write some styles for it. Div inside this div, what I'm gonna give some border for it. Border, not this border radius, just the border. Okay, for the border I'm gonna give some 10 px of solid red color. Okay, I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna give some padding to it, because to make our div a little bit bigger. Okay, 20 px. Okay, next what I'm gonna do, we'll try to execute this first. Open in browser. See, this is what we have written, and this is what we are expecting as well. Now what I am going to do, for my, I'll just try to give some hover properties. Division of hover property. For div I have given some hover properties. For this I'm gonna give some background color to it. Background color of yellow. Okay, now I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna reload this. See, on hover what is happening, it is going to have like change the color and normal thing. There is nothing complex, or I mean new thing here. And what I'm gonna do again, I'm gonna add border as well. Okay, but I'm gonna change this style for it. Solid, instead of solid I'm gonna use dashed. Okay, I have used dashed, so that by default it is going to be normal. On hovering of it, the border has been changed to dashed, as well as the color has also added. The color is giving like yellow color. Save. And now what I'm going to do is, now I am going to write the transition property. What are all the different ways we can write this transition property? Transition, this is a transition value, transition property. SITI on transition property. Okay, first we'll try to add transition property. What is this transition property? What are all the we have? Border. Okay, what are we going to do? What are we planning to do? Okay, for that, okay, see, when it comes to what is this property, value, what is the value? See, this property we are passing it here. Okay, for this transition property we are telling what which one has to be executed for transition. Okay, it is asking it, so that we are passing on transition I want this border to be executed. Okay, for transition I want this border. Okay, now how this is going to happen? Now there are few properties for it. Okay, transition properties. What are all the transition properties we have? Transition delay. What is this transition delay is going to do? When it comes to transition delay, okay, I'm gonna add some time for it. Okay, what is this time? In the sense, transition delay, I have given transition delay of 2 seconds. It is how much time you need to get delayed. Okay, I have given 2 seconds of delay. Next, what are all the property we have? Transition duration. Next we have transition duration. What is this transition duration? In the sense, how much time this transition has to be executed. Okay, for that, how much time you can give, how much time you want. I'm gonna give some 5 seconds. Okay, next we have one more property called as transition timing function. What is this transition timing function is? Okay, there are few properties. I'll try to explain it. We'll try to check how it is happening. Okay, division of border, we have given border, it is going to add 10 pixels of dashed, and everything is going to be fine. Now we'll try to check if that is working or not. No, it is not working. Okay, why it is not working? Border of transition property is fine, delay of 2 seconds. Okay, next we have transition duration of 5 seconds, and transition timing function is also linear. Okay, fine. We have passed border. We can also pass background color. Okay, for background color, okay, let this be for first. We'll try to check is this is working or not, first particular thing. Okay, first it is not happening. By default it is happening, like the hover is applying, but not the transition. For this, what I am going to do is why this is not working, in the sense, see, in all the browsers it is not going to, like, sometimes some browsers may not support this because of this advanced topic. It is not going to support. For this, what I am going to do is, I just gonna copy this. See, we need to add some extra things for to execute this. What is it? In the sense, we are going to give webkit. Okay, what is this WebKit is going to do? Control C, and I'm gonna paste it here for all my properties, for all my 4 properties. What is this WebKit in the sense? This is going to tell you it, it is like it is a kit. It is going to hold all the transition properties, so that it is going to help you out in this transition properties. Oh, even though it is not happening. Okay, transition in JSS. Okay, that is what we are in. And why this is not happening? WebKit. Let me check. Division of over. Okay. Border and okay. Background color yellow. Okay. WebKit transition. Property of border. Okay. For border only you are applying. Next transition of delay 2 seconds. Duration timing function. Timing function. Any spelling mistakes? No. I think it is correct. Even though it is not, we are not. I was not able to see anything.
Now, if I wanted to delete any one of that, okay, how I'm going to do, this is how I'm going to, I have created my own file. So, guys, listen carefully here, it's very,
You can see
very
nothing.
important.
Let me give. Let me check if this is the browser issue or anything else. Okay, I'll try to check in another browser. What do we have? Microsoft Edge. We have. Okay, let me check in the browser the same file. Here I'm gonna copy this. Control C and Control V. I'm gonna hit enter. Okay, here also it is not applying. Why it is not applying? Let me check. Control S, Control Shift I. Nothing is happening. So let me check again once again if there is any syntax error or any sort of thing. Div transition using CSS. For this div we are writing everything is closed. Body inside head only we have style tag. Okay, and now what I'm going to do, border. Okay, fine, this is also fine. WebKit transition property is also fine. Delay duration timing function is also fine. Next, where exactly we are facing the issue, in the sense control shift I. Okay, sometimes this browsers is going to not support these sort of things, so that we need to figure that out, what exactly is happening. I'm gonna reload this again. Open in browser. Okay, we have opened it in browser. Okay, even though inspect. Okay, why it is not happening? Like, let me check. This is here. Okay, transition timing function. Transition property for border we are applying. What is the border here? We have given 10 pixels of solid red. Okay, dashed. I'm gonna change this color to blue. Dashed in the sense solid blue, and okay, not solid. Let this be like what all the different types you have. Solid, dotted, dash, dotted. I'm gonna change it to dotted blue. And now I cannot check this. Transition delay 5 seconds. Timing function of 10 seconds I'm gonna give. Try to reload. Even though it is not applying. Okay, why it is not applying at all? Now we'll try to check in Chrome at least. No, nothing. Yeah, it is happening here. Okay, but it is taking time. The only thing we are like not having patience to it. Here also it is happening. Okay, the thing is like the browser is taking to, I mean, for loading this it is taking time, for the initial time. Okay, at the beginning it is not happening. Now if you try to check, see what it is happening. It is slowly changing the border color. Understood? Now I try to change the color for it. Okay, by default I'll pass some color. By default I'll try to give some background color of yellow here, and I'll change the color over there. Okay, everything is fine. We haven't changed anything, but only thing is it is taking time. Sometimes it happens. Okay, don't worry. Now here I'm gonna change this color to which color I'm gonna give? I'm gonna give some orange. Orange color. I'm gonna save this. Now if you try to check, what do we have here we need to pass our transition property as well. Border comma background color. We are telling that we need both the properties to have inside this transition. Now if you try to reload, see we have by default yellow color. Now on hovering on it, it is slowly changing its color. See? Okay. Now I'll completely change the color to green so that you can understand it better. Okay. Now I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna reload this. Okay. Now on hovering on it, you can have your green color here. Understood? Next. See, I'm gonna hover on this. Next. This what we have done this. Next, what we are going to do, transition timing function. We have linear here. Okay. Next, sorry, we have a little bit disturbance here. Okay. See, now again I'm gonna explain you out transition property. Okay, what are all the transition properties we have? Transition property, for which property you need to have you need to have this transition for this border and for this background color. For this both you are telling that we need to apply the transition. When it comes to transition delay, what is this transition delay is going to do? It is going to delay your transition. After 2 seconds, it is going to start your transition. See, after for 2 seconds, it is not going to do anything. After 2 seconds, it is going to start your animations. When it comes to transition delay and duration, it is going to have 5 seconds. Okay, in 5 seconds, it is going to complete your transition duration. Okay, within 5 seconds. Okay, when it comes to transition timing function, see, when it comes to this transition timing function, you have linear. What is this linear? In a sense, we have a few more properties. Ease in. Okay, ease in, ease out. Okay, the combination of ease in and ease out is linear. Okay, ease in a sense, it is going to start slow and end fast. Okay, and see, when it comes to ending, it is going to have a fast ending. Okay, when it comes to ease out, when it comes to ease out, it is going to have it is going to start fast, and ending it is going to be slow. Like for example, when you are riding ease in the sense, when you are riding a bike, initially you are going to start slow and you are picking up, then gradually you are going to pick your speed. When it comes to you need to stop somewhere. Okay, on a sudden you are not going to stop, right? You are going to slowly you are going to apply your brake, and some particular point you are going to stop it. Okay, the same thing with is in and is out. Okay, what is this linear? The combination of both is in and is out is linear. Okay, this is what the transition is going to do. You can do all sort of things. Okay, if you want something, if you want anything to be done smoothly, okay, that's what there this transition is going to jumps into picture. Understood? You can do all sort of things here. Next, we'll try to talk about animations. What is this? And also, what is this we talked about, like WebKit transition? What is this WebKit? Okay, this is for the browsers. Okay, this we call it as, also we call it as vendor specific or browser specific. See, by default, if this is not working, okay, we are going to use this. Now I'll try to comment this. If we'll check if this is only working or not. See, okay, this is initially working. Okay, in some browsers, by default Chrome is going to be like updated, so it is working. In some slow browsers like internet IE, that is also going to work. Okay, like some other browsers, which browser, if something is not working, in that cases we are going to use this. Okay, if something is not working in Chrome, then you are going to use this WebKit. Okay, for each and every browser we are going to have some specific things like this. Okay, for Chrome it is going to be WebKit. Okay, for Chrome and Safari browser we are going to use this WebKit. Okay, when it comes to Opera, we are going to use we are going to pass O here. That's it, simple. We are going to just pass O here. When it comes to IE and Internet Explorer, we are going to use MS. Okay, this is for Microsoft Edge and as well as Internet Explorer. This is going to be the syntax. Understood? Now these are all the things we can do in our transition. Understood? Next, what do we have? Now we'll try to talk about our animation property. Okay, now I'll try to show some real-time example, like and also you can add a few one more property. I'll try to show what are all the properties we have here. What are all the properties we have? We have scale, skew, translate. I'll try to use this translate. Control C on this. Here I'm gonna use it. Here I'll try to use it. Okay, here I'm gonna pass translate. Okay, transform of translate. Now I'm gonna reduce this, so not 100 on the left, it is going to be 100, and here I will be like 50. I'm gonna save this. Okay, next what do we have? Here I'm gonna pass, where is this? Here I'm gonna pass that transform as well. transform transform. Okay, now I'm gonna save this. Now if you have to check, reload the page. Okay, here I'll try to pass the transform. On hover we will try to pass it. I'm gonna pass it here. Okay, now I'll try to reload the page. By default it is going to be here. Now see what exactly is happening. Slowly it starts moving. Understood? This is what we can do, all sort of things, like not all sort of things, this sort of things. See, again it is going slowly back. See, once it is started again I'll just remove my mouse point from there. Again it is going to go slowly, because we have given what we have given, linear, in the sense it is going to start slow and end slow. Understood? Next we are going to talk about animations. Animations is also like the same thing. I'll try to show you. New file, and inside this I'll try to create the basic syntax. Dot type HTML. Okay, I'm gonna save this as animations.html. Okay, now we're gonna save this. We have saved. Now we are going to have some basic HTML. Okay, now we have our head tag. Inside this we have animations, animatio animations. Okay, and next we have our body. Okay, inside our body we'll try to create one division. Okay, small division. We can have anything inside it. Okay, and also I'll try to like add an image inside it. img of image. src is equals to, we can have our source. So we can have what we'll try to add, like recently you can actually have spa given, so that, or else anything, whatever it impresses you, any cartoon images. Okay, we'll try to give this Tom and Jerry. Okay, in the meanwhile, like it is taking time. In the meanwhile, we'll try to write our styles for it inside this head tag. Oh, we are writing animation. Control X inside title, title. Control Z, and I'm gonna pass it here, and we can have style tag here. Okay, inside this style tag we can pass our width. I'm gonna give some width and height to my division. Division of width of, I'm gonna give some 100 px and height of 100 px. Okay, next I'm gonna have some border for it. I'll give some border of, I'm gonna give some 1 px solid, any color, red color. Next I'm gonna give some border radius as well. Border radius of 50%. I'm gonna give some 50% of it. Next, and also I'll try to give some ads. So I'll try to see how this is going to come now. Okay, now we have this image. Okay, for this image I'm gonna save image as it is, we're gonna save this in our folder demo and images. Inside this I'm gonna name this as Tom. Oh, it is download as save images. It's Tom. Okay, and now it has download as image. Now I'm gonna pass my image here, Tom dot, which it is the image type here. Here inside this in what is a file format. We'll try to check the file format of our image. File format, it is going to be Tom JPG. Tom.jpg, and I'm gonna give some alt as well. Alt is equals to alternative text. Now we're gonna add Tom image. Gonna save this. Now we'll try to see how the output is going to come. I'll open in browser. See, we have, okay, Tom is not working because we are inside the images folder. Images images / and tom.jpg. See, we have this. Okay, image space, for our image also we are going to do. Okay, now we can see our image here. Now I'll try to increase this to 200px and this also to 200px. Now I'm gonna save this and reload this. See, we have our Tom image with the radius of 50% and we have this icon. For this, now what we are going to do, we are going to add animations to it. What is the animation we are going to pass here? Okay, now here comes the animation properties. Animation animation properties. What is this animation is going to do? What is it? We need to have some animation name. We need to give some name for it. What is the animation name? Okay, animation name is I'm gonna give some rolling name. Okay, it is like it is your wish, which whatever you passes here you need to use the rest where we are passing. Okay, now animation delay. Okay, previously the same thing we have seen in transition also. We have seen transition delay, transition duration, and transition timing function, but only thing here it is going to change is animation delay, animation duration, and animation timing function. The rest of the things are same. How it is working also going to be the same. 2 seconds. Okay, now animation delay we have given 2 seconds. Next I'm gonna give duration, animation duration of how many times I'm gonna give, like 2 seconds, not 2 seconds, for 10 seconds. Let this be 10 seconds. Now I'm gonna give animation timing function. Okay, animation timing function I'm gonna give all in the sense it is going to have the combination of all together, ease in, ease out, linear, everything. Okay, next we have one more property called as animation iteration count. How many times you need to do it? Okay, 2. I have given 2 times. Next, what we are going to do now, we need to write our animations. How we are going to, we have written already our animations. Now we need to the real thing we need to do. Okay, how to add the animations. I'm gonna show you that. Here comes at the rate of keyframes. Okay, what is this keyframes and how this is going to work? Okay, at the rate key frames. Okay, at the rate keyframes, and at the rate keyframes, what is the name of our function? Animation name is going to be rolling. So I gonna copy it and see whatever you have given the name here, the same thing it should be here. Okay, at the rate animation, keyframes rolling, the same thing should be here. Okay, next I'm gonna give 0%. Okay, and I'm gonna add some transform properties. What I am going to do, transform in the sense what this transform is going to do, whatever the property we need, we can add it here. Transform of, I'm gonna do rotate of how many degrees I gonna pass? We'll try to pass some 360 degrees. Okay, so that it is going to rotate all the 360 degrees. At the initial stage, from it is going to be 0 degrees. Next, from 0%, and we need to add again the 100%. From 0 to 100% of transform of ANSF, transform of rotate of 360 degrees. Okay, now I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna reload this. What is happening? Nothing is happening here. I'm gonna reload the page. Okay, have we done anything wrong here? Let me check. Yeah, this is what we are doing. We are not closing it. We need to close this. Control X, and we need to pass it here. Okay. Save. Now we should have to check. Now it is fine. Now I'm gonna reload this. Now we'll try to check what is going to happen. See what exactly is happening. It starts rotating. One count and the second count. It is going to have the second count is also done. Okay, we have both the counts. Okay, we have 2 counts. Next, see there is what happening, like I'm gonna like so give how many counts you want, you can give it, or else you can give infinite. Infinite is also infinite, N-F-I-N-A-T, infinite, F-I-N-F-I-N-I-T. Okay, infinite two times. Okay, if you try to reload now, after 2 seconds it is going to start, and once it is started, what this is going to do, it is going to move, keep on rotating for the infinite set of times. The second count, and the third count. So it keeps on rotating this way. Now what are all the important things to remember in animation? See, as usual everything is going to be normal. Then animation name. When it comes to animation properties, what are all the properties we have? You just need to remember all these properties. Once you understand this, everything is going to be very simple. Animation name, what is this animation name? Rolling. You need to give some name to it. What are the name? When it comes to animation delay, you know what is this delay? 2 seconds. How much time you need to get the delay? Animation duration, how much time the animation should take place. Okay, it is going to be we have given 10 seconds. Okay, next, animation timing function. What is this animation timing function? Previously we have given linear, is in, is out. Okay, and there are a few more like is out. Okay, for all this, all we have, if you pass all, it is the combination of all those things, is in, is out, and linear. Okay, and when it comes to animation iteration count, what is this animation iteration count? In a sense, how many times it needs to be executed, either 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, or infinite times. Okay, you can execute it here. Okay, next, when it comes to keyframes, what is this keyframes? Here, this is what we need to execute. Okay, at the rate keyframes, we are passing the animation name. Rolling, we have passed the name here, and from 0% to 100%. From 0% to, we need to execute it to 100%. From 0% in the sense, transform of 0, rotate of 0 degrees. From 0 degrees to, it should give to 100 degrees, 360 degrees. Okay, from 0 it is going to start from 0, and the 100 degrees in the sense, it is going to have 360 degrees, the complete rotate. Okay, and what we have used extra here, transform. Here you have used transform. You can also use all sort of things, not only this transform. There is transform here. We can use this scale, we can use this Q, we can use this translate, all sort of things you can use. Okay, here also we have used this transform. Here also you can use this transform properties. See, here we have used transform properties, translate. The same way you can use in animations as well. You can move anything, you can do all sort of things. Okay, if you have, now that is it, like for the animations. Okay, it keeps on rotating. That is it for the animations. Okay, in CSS. From tomorrow we will try to start with the Bootstrap. I will try to give all set of things what the Bootstrap contains and all sort of things. Okay, and today's task is all about, you need to go through all this transition, transform, and animations. These three we need to go through it. Okay, and you need to add, already those who are following us and those who have created this homepage. Okay, this is the see, what we are trying to do is, we are we are making you to create a website, web page. See, day by day, firstly we asked you to create the layout. Next, we are asking to add a when it comes to media queries, we asked to make media queries. Said step by step we are going to making it completely a web page. Okay, now this is media queries also. Yesterday we discussed about media queries. That is also we have done. Those who are following and those who are really working hard, please try to follow us. Okay, and now what you guys are going to do is, you try to add animation properties for this. First you try to practice all the three: transform, transition, and animation. Then you try to execute this. Here they have used background properties. Okay, for this background colors, they have background colors, 2 colors. Here, this is all the real-time examples which you need to just learn it and you need to implement. That's it, simple. Okay, next content, this also you can do. On hover on it, the color is changing and it has used a property called as rotate. That also you can do it. Okay, if wherever, see, it is wherever you find these sort of things, you can do it. Okay, see here, one more thing here, this is also an animation. You can do this as well. On hover on it, this icons is rotating. You can implement this also. Okay, see, this also you can do. Next, these are all the different things where which you can do. Okay, this is it for the day. And also what is the thing, uh, the task also, I have I have given the task also. You try to please complete the task also. Okay, those who have not created it or completely new to it, try to create at least like try implementing now, so that at least you will get to know something. Okay, that sort of things. Next, I think we have already passed the attendance sheet into the group. Okay, please try to fill the attendance and also give your feedback.
No, no, attendance is wrong. You send.
Okay, our team is going to share you the attendance sheet. Just hold on a second. Once that sheet is updated, I'll just let you know. Okay.
You send. Ashish will send.
Oh.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay. In the meanwhile, if you have any queries, like, let us know. Okay, in the comment section. I was waiting. I'll be waiting for your comments. Okay, I was going through the comments. Sir, refresh the page. Okay. Okay, 7:49. Next, Saranaj is signing. So please send the notes and GitHub link. Okay, I'll try to upload the GitHub link today. Okay, once the session is done, or else you can the same GitHub link which we are sharing previously. Now also we'll try to share. Okay, but the code files will be updated tomorrow morning. You can get all these code files in the morning. Okay, but we can share the GitHub link. Okay, tomorrow you can have all the code files into that. You can go there and you can get all the material there. Okay, and please send the notes and GitHub files. Okay, link. Okay, and please send reference. Okay, please send reference material. Okay. See, reference material, since W3 schools, you can like refer it there. Okay, that is going to be for the beginners. It is very good. Okay, you can get the content from there. Okay, if you have like, if you are not understanding anything or getting any issues, like if you are facing anything, that sort of things, you can directly contact us. We are ready to help. I hope like everyone is gaining some knowledge. I think so. If that is happening, will be like very happy to hear that. Okay.
Same thing, but in the date is 14th.
Okay. Like in the previous sessions, or if you have not only from today's session, if you have any real time doubts also, you can ask us, like how and where, what, how, what, like where we are going to use this in real time. That sort of things also you can ask us. Okay. And our team is going to share the GitHub link as well as our attendance sheet as well. think most of the people are from college students, not any like graduates, passed outs. I think most all of the people are from uh, studying at present, studying students. So please, as you are students, uh, yeah, yeah, I think please fill that. Yeah, yeah, Malti, we have shared that
Yes, yes,
attendance.
yes.
I shared that
Okay.
GitHub link as well. Okay.
Thank you, sir. The same link.
Yeah.
Okay.
Due to semester exams not doing the task, please consider this. Okay. Fine, Sarvana. And once like your semester is done, try to go back and try to practice it. Okay. Try to see. These are all the things. Whatever we are trying to teach you is all real time. Okay. All of you, please. I see most of the people are regularly attending these sessions. See, please try to utilize this. Once when you are inside, when you are all the people are from college, if you try to utilize this opportunity, then you can set your career in your college itself. Okay, before coming out, you can have a nice and beautiful career. Okay, you can like from there only you can have your job into the pocket, and you can come you coming out and searching for the jobs, doing courses, this or and all is not necessary. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we also shared the GitHub link as well. Okay, you can get the code files in the morning. Tomorrow morning you can get all the code files there. Okay, you can keep this link. Okay, whenever you want your code, not only for today, in the future also, if you want any references, you can go there. Okay, you can keep this GitHub link somewhere. You can like save this. And next, I think if the attendance is done, and also if you have any queries, let us know. Okay. uh, I will be less just taking a break. Our Prabhakaran is available here. If you have any queries, you can also like ask him. Okay. uh, we are going to close, like we are going to stay here like 10 more minutes. If you have any queries, like let us know. Guys, we see that uh, we are getting the same comments. Try to change, I mean, in the attendance sheet, try to give the change the review from day to day. We are seeing the same comments and we are laughing here, getting the same comments. Okay. Please try to at least change something.
feedback.
Feedback, in the feedback. And also I appreciate the effort, those who are coming daily. I see most of the people are coming daily. I appreciate the effort, and thank you for coming. Thank you. I think that's it. No one is having any set of doubts. So నిమిషం రిచ్
సేమ్ అదే అయిపోయిందా
నిమిషం okay, bye bye. Okay, that's it guys. Thank you. We'll take a wrap. Thank you guys. Have a nice evening. Thank you. Bye bye.